Welcome back to the Daily Dose. I'm Susan. That's Robert. We are going to a race tomorrow morning. Who's here and what's happening here?
So we're talking about the Disney Half Marathon, and this is the middle to end of day two. Gone through various things, got the pills for my dad. Eventually, the right person came through from my parents' assisted living facility. Got down to Kaiser. They were able to give them to me, and kind of, said, "Oh, and there's no charge." And I was kind of like, "Great, thanks."
For these generic pills that are about 2 cents a piece.
I'll just say thank you and walk away. Um, So was able to get home, knew we had food, had prepped it so that when Chris, my sister, and her wife Julie were flying in from Austin, I knew the help was coming. They landed. I was making food. My dad was in the process of saying, well, maybe I should just go to bed. It's like 6 o'clock at night, knowing that we had the early morning. I said, Dad, Chris and Julie are going to be here. And he was like, oh, really? And, something I forgot to mention is that the night before, my dad had pretty severe hallucinations, and this has become more part of who he is. And he has a dementia diagnosis, which again means that reality is shifting in and out for him sometimes. So sometimes these conversations really take care. And at any rate, Chris and Julie show up, food on the table, mom got up. We had this great family thing, and I just felt the weight of the world fall off of me
Oh
because Chris
wow.
and Julie are excellent with my parents. And,
Yeah. The
and
night before. The night
yeah.
before the race. That
So
was yeah.
yeah, we got to bed. Everyone got it. We all quieted down, went to bed at 8:30 at night, which is a challenge, too. And got to sleep pretty easily, honestly, and was able to get up around 2:30 in the morning, which is what's needed because the race starts at 5 and there's prep. And then, there's a big discovery thing. When you go, unlike last year at Disney World, it was a lot and boom. Disney World is very encompassed, huge campus. Disneyland is wedged inside of a city. It's a much smaller place. So we got dropped off as close as we could, a couple blocks away, and kind of had to figure our way through the streets of Anaheim. And that wasn't that bad because, the old race rule, I knew this, is follow the crowd. There's some crowd that knows where they're going, and we were able to follow them. But the big moment, semi-big moment, we were there in plenty of time, came when I had to make the decision of whether or not I needed to use a bathroom. And before a race, 14,000 runners and a row of porta potties. And then the start coming, do I do it? Yeah, I better, because if you get out in the race and now your bladder's kicking at you, I mean, how long do I have to wait until I find a bathroom? So get in line and
It's a
sweat
reality. Yeah.
through. But then it was all about getting to the front. And, there was another very nice man who came up who was pushing his son and said, hey, the wheels, as we call ourselves, people with wheels, are moving toward the front. Just tell them it's what you need. And it's one of those funny things where, Disney employees were just kind of like, what do you need? And I was like, oh, we're supposed to go to the front. And it's kind of like the Jedi mind trick. It's like, yes, you'll take me to the front. And they go, okay, we'll take you to the
That's awesome.
front. And you find more wheels and go, yeah, I'm with them. And the people with the wheels are like, yeah, come here, come here, come
Yeah, right.
here.
All of a sudden your family.
Well, because we were in Corral G, which was the very back, right? And the pushing that thing, it doesn't turn well, right? I have to lean on it to turn it in any direction. It doesn't have a wheel. It doesn't have a steering wheel. So the idea of going between people would have been really hard.
Oh
And
yeah.
some people got that and moved other wheels up front. So we were able to start after the lot C and in our own open space. So you'd have some room to maneuver. And
That's
that,
so cool. I mean, did it feel like a little community?
oh yeah, for sure. It was smaller than last year, though. I mean, the whole race was smaller, but there were some, and yes, I mean, we get it, and we all look. It's one of those. Oh, I'm with you. We're together, and it was a very
Yeah,
cool
that's so
feeling.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. People with
So yeah, so we were able to get off on the race to start. And one of the first people I met was or saw on the course, you hear some people were shouting, go Dan go, who recognized him from the Facebook thing, which was great. We had that on the
so
side.
cool. Yes.
And then this lovely lady named Cindy Copley, who wears Disney outfits whenever she runs. Robert, look around, she's broken her foot. She broke her foot and she's still doing the half marathon in her Dumbo outfit. I'm like, woman, you are crazy. But she came up and gave Dad a hug. I just wanted to make sure I
Oh,
got
that's so cool.
there. She is.
You thought she was, I thought you were crazy. You thought she was crazy. There's this, I guess you, like you said, the Jedi Knight.
There is a little bit of group crazy in doing this at all, and that comes up. Let's bring that back in the next episode, because the fact of pushing yourself beyond the boundaries and the group adherence to that,
It's
it brings
huge.
forth the human spirit that's very cool to
Yeah,
pursue. We'll talk about that in
yeah,
your next
yeah,
daily dose.
yeah.